Nigga, how was my day?
Yeah,
You
it's
talking about
been,
my
it's been,
fucking
it's
week,
been a
my-
long day, yeah.
Oh my gosh, nigga, what day is it? It's my week, nigga. My day been this week.
It might not be anniversary no more.
Yeah, no, it is. But the fact of the matter is, it's just like, nigga, like I was supposed to be here on a red eye, nigga. I'm on a night owl. So I'll start by saying my weekend was dope, right? Cause like considering a day, my weekend was dope. My mom and my kids flew out to me this time, and we had a nice weekend. It was good to spend time with them, have them in the house overnight, go through dad shit, remind myself of them, and you know be able to like make TikToks and just like enjoy each other's company. So that was dope. And then we'll unpack my day in full. So my weekend was lit. My weekend was a good weekend. It was costly. Everything was ×4. But it was a good weekend. I was proud, and it showed me the growth and where I'm at financially because I did everything without like my mom was all trying to help. I'm like, lady, put your little coin, not your little coins, but put your coins away, put your money away. Like you cool, like you good. And I just want to help with something, mom. I got it. So that made me feel good. And I was looking at the damage on Monday morning, like but it was worth it. So talk to me. How was your weekend? How was your week?
Real quick before I talk about that though, I was recently reflecting on those type of thought processes, whereas like we was talking about recently for another discussion, but like those good problems to have, whereas of course, you know, you flying your fam in, and now it's ×4.
Yeah.
But once upon a time, I'm sure you probably been like, damn, like I would have. Now you can afford it. Though.
Yeah, so it wasn't even an option. Bro.
Exactly. So like,
let's call it spade.
Years ago, it'd have been like you'd have been probably stressing about even imagining type shit.
My mom bought money for that. she knew how it was.
I've been doing this before
years ago. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean. But no, ultimately, even years ago, I think I would have still did it, but I think that I wouldn't have been able to comfortably do it.
Right.
Like I didn't wake up today. The day after, looking at my account, like, what I'm gonna do. Normally, I'll do it because I always pay for everything. Right. But I guess that's the thing. Knowing like it didn't impact nothing. It wasn't like, oh, let me put this bill on the back burner. Let me pay this later. Let me see if I can borrow this from this person to get through the week. It was just like, all right, you know, I spent over leverage. Over leverage way more than I thought I was. But it was well worth it, man. That shit I appreciated being able to do it. And I appreciated it not being an impact when I woke up and looked at the damage. It was like, all right, cool. Well, let's go on to the next week.
Right. That's dope.
You know what I mean?
My week was good. I feel like I was in a recent. We spoke about a few episodes ago about my mom moving and shit like that, whatever. Recently, I got the new plantation. We spoke about that before. 4 jobs in 1 year type shit, whatever. So that first check hit, and to your point,
I let that breathe for a second.
Okay.
4 jobs in 1 year.
I could divide. Yeah.
If they ever call me, ask me how you were, I'm like, he never lied. This motherfucker. 4 jobs in 1 year. He can seem unstable to me. Motherfucker is unstable. I don't know. Like, hey. Sound like me in my early 20s. 4 businesses in 1 year. But go ahead, man. I just wanted the audience to hear that. You're trying to just breeze past it. Fair. And this nigga is HR. So when y'all checks is late. When y'all not getting paid, when y'all hours is fucked up,
I left.
This nigga just be getting up and leaving y'all. So just so we clear on that.
To put
HR.
To retract this money a little bit, I'm so good at my job. All my old jobs are still calling me about the issue after I left, though.
Main character syndrome ass nigga. I'm the best you ever had. The best you ever go. Like I'm starting to think that you leave to make them feel your absence. Because 4 times.
How bad is it? Y'all get paid.
Y'all want me to be back, huh? So y'all gonna give me that 120 I asked for.
But I say all to say about the same similar thing about having those good problems, like because I took like a week or 2 off in between gigs, and then take about 2-3 weeks to get your first check, whatever. By the time I get that first check, I keep all my expenses
paid out 6 months in advance.
So when it was time for me to pay my shit, I was like, oh shit, I forgot I didn't pay my usual shit last, so I had to pay everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm left with this. Like I was like,
but that's why you start talking about the over leveraging shit.
But I was like, you know what, yo? End of the day, I remember what it was like to have damn near nothing on your check left and bills still not even paid them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So I'm like, this is one of those good problems where I'm like, all right, cool. Like my next check gonna be normal type shit, whatever. But it's like, what are we talking about? First world problems, bills is paid, no stress, and I'm happy to be able to cover everything. Versus like, shit, I got paid in full. I still can't cover everything. Like I know what that stress is like. We all
to your point though, like just like referencing pretty problem, like you know what I mean. I always tell people like every dollar you make gonna come with a headache, right? This is why it's important to love what you do because so many people go into things for the money, but they don't love it. So when you get accustomed to the money, the work that's attached to it makes you dread the process. So you're like, fuck, I got paid up front. I don't feel like. But when you understand that every dollar you make come with a headache, you understand that, okay, this is going to come with something on the back end, right? Every dollar you make has a tax to it. So people think of the taxes, they think of the IRS taxes that come out your check. But no, it's an energy tax, it's an emotional tax, it's a physical tax. So when you think about paying the taxes, is like you shouldn't want to accept no money from a job that you're not willing to pay taxes on. If you're not willing to have a long night or early morning, then that's not something that you should be doing. If you're not willing to work overtime, or you're not willing to take this money that you just benefited off and pay the thing that you got to take care of with it, then that means you don't want to pay the taxes. You want to enjoy the benefits of having a cell phone, but you don't want to pay your cell phone bill. You want to enjoy the benefits of having your own space, but when rent comes, you're like, fuck, I got to pay rent again. You want to enjoy the benefits of being able to go out, but when you see the bill, you feeling away about it. So it's like understanding that every dollar you make come with a headache, and every dollar you make also gonna have its tax associated with it. Love what you do. Figure out what it is that you're willing to pay the taxes on. And this also is not even limited to money. It also goes to the partner that you pick too, because every partner that you deal with is gonna be taxed in as well. So if you're not willing to pay the emotional tax and the taxes that come with them, and energetically, and an investment that you gotta put into getting to know somebody, whether it's in a dating space or just getting to know them developmentally through the process of becoming closer, then you need to reevaluate the person that you're sitting down with, because that's how you would know if you're in alignment with the work you do and the person you're laying down with, because the taxes don't bother you.
It's worth
You it's a pretty problem. You're like, you know what? I actually enjoy what come with this shit. And, understanding that as a person that's out there will help you streamline your decision-making process. So, if you always drained and feeling like you over-leveraged, then you probably paying taxes on something that you don't enjoy. And maybe you should reevaluate that.
And figure out as soon as possible
how
to get out of that.
Yeah.
And get to what, you aligned with.
Listen, man,
one of the best decisions you
one
can
thing
make.
for sure, two things for certain, man.
That's how you get 4 jobs in 1 year.